the whole time. I hope you guys can hear me and you can see me. Oh, thank you guys so much for jumping online with me. I always tend to do it last minute. I don't really know where I'm going to be or what I'm going to be doing, but just let me know if you guys can hear me and see me okay, because when I set up these lives by myself, I kind of suck at it, if you haven't noticed, and do a little panic before getting online when I realize it doesn't work. So I hope everybody can see me. All is good. Thank you so much for letting me know. I'll let you know where I am. So I feel a million miles away from from reality. I have to say, I've turned off the news a long time ago. My husband during the pandemic was like, "You're swearing at the TV too much, so we're just gonna shut off cable." So we literally only have Netflix and like Wi-Fi and stuff, right? So I don't really know what's happening in my world, but I wanted to ask you guys. Oh, thank you, Takia from Japan, for joining in. I wanted to know how you guys had been feeling this week, because I have a bit of a message for you. But write in the comments, let me know if you've noticed any weird energy. And here's my question for you: where did you feel it? Where did you feel it? Hi, Shannon in Indiana. Thank you for joining on. Felt lazy this week, so tired? Let me know. Where did you guys feel it if you felt it in your body? Where did you feel it? Hi, my dear. Thanks so much for joining on. Hi, Kathleen. Thanks, guys. I was just starting to talk about the energy. Hi, Tatiana. Feeling edgy. Feel it in the solar plexus. Okay. So one of the things that Spirit and Tori, you said you haven't been getting or needing as much sleep. Well, that's always good if you're not needing it as much. Felt super restless on Monday. Felt it in my chest. Okay. Hi, Marcia. Thanks for joining in. Thanks, Sandy. Been very tired, and energy is very light, headed and tummy. Okay. Feeling confused. And hi, Karen. Great to see you on here. Not tired, just don't finish project. Bless my throat. Okay. Okay. So, one of the things that I want you to do from now on, whenever you feel energy coming at you and it registers in your body. So we'll say you're talking to someone and all of a sudden your chest goes tight and you feel that heart, beating, and you feel it, a tightness in your chest. Notice where the energy is landing on you, because it's telling you something. Energy is information, and how your body, how you feel, it's the voice of the soul. It's the voice of what's showing you what you can't see with your eyes, right? Your body is a very super sensitive, finely designed machine that if you're in tune with it, meaning you know what your normal resonance feels like, right? You know what peace feels like within your body, and that is a neutral state. Peace is the neutral state, the place where it's not too much anything. It's not too much happy. It's not too much sad. It's not too much anything. It's neutral. It's a peaceful state, if you know what I mean. If you know what that peaceful state within your body, that place of neutrality feels like, then you'll know when you're under a psychic attack, when you've walked into a room where the energy is thick or knives are being thrown at each other. You'll know when the energy is off. Now, pay attention to where the energy hits you. If it's hitting you in the chest, it's usually someone, or up in here, up in this area, it's usually someone speaking their truth, having a hard time with it, matters of the heart, something that they're passionate about, and it's bouncing from you to them, and your body's registering it as what's not being said. Pay attention to where you feel it. Now, if you feel it in your stomach, what does that signify? Your stomach is your truth center, right? The solar plexus, that's your gut instincts. Something is challenging the gut instincts, right? Your gut instincts are on fire. It's also your stability, your strength and stability. So when that is being threatened, you'll feel it, the butterflies in your stomach. Sandy said, I felt like my insides were shaking, but I was still. Yeah, I have a really good example of that. So I'm in Mexico. I'm in the Mayan Riviera. I'm right by the ocean. I decided to sit as close to the ocean as I could without getting wet because it rained and everything on the beach is wet today. But so you guys could hear the waves in the background. But anyway, so my husband and myself and our son is here with us. And we were sitting there talking to someone. And what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, okay. We were talking about the Mike Tyson fight. And this is, maybe like 2 days after it happened. And this lady who's standing close to us starts saying, I can't believe you watched that. And we're like, and she's American. And I'm thinking, okay. She's like, I can't believe you watched that. That's promoting a very bad man, and he's a bad, bad man. And anyways, she's right after what she said. He's got a horrible track record with women. Fair enough, fair enough. But what I was paying attention to was the energetic daggers that were coming off of this woman and where it was hitting all of us. And I knew it was hitting all of us. I knew it was hitting my husband. I knew it was hitting my son. And I looked at her and all I could see was this cloud of dark anger and almost like she couldn't wait to spew her venom on just somebody. We were just standing off to the side by ourselves, waiting in line, talking about it. And she decided to come up on our conversation. Fair enough. But the energy coming off of this woman, I couldn't believe the attack, but it was perfect. It was the perfect opportunity because my husband is not as sensitive as I am to energy. So I said to both my husband and my son, I said, this is perfect. Where did it hit you? Feel where it hit you. I said, friends, I bet you it's hitting in your heart. You're feeling the heaviness in your heart, aren't you? I said, because that's where it was coming from with her. Obviously, there's a truth that she resonates with. Maybe she was a victim herself, right? Because it was coming from her heart energy. And so, but even though it can be coming from someone else's heart, it's still projecting their pain onto another person, whether she was aware of it or not, I don't know. But it was heavy duty. And I noticed, like, we're on vacation. This should be great, right? And I'm looking around at people, and I gotta tell you, when I'm on vacation, I don't really do crowds, so we picked the quietest resort in the Mayan that we could find. Like, there's no partying. As you can tell, I'm outside. I'll show you guys the pool area and everything, but it's like there's no one here. It's ghost town. That's fine. That's the way I like my vacations. I'm not really into crowds when I need to come down from the energy. But anyways, for the people that are here, I'm kind of looking around going, what's with all the heaviness? What's with all the heaviness? I'm noticing this. A lot of Canadians and Americans, probably very cold Canadians and Americans. I heard it's minus 20 since I left and we got dumped on. So that's not good. But I've noticed, like even in observations with the way people are talking to each other and then the way people's energies are changing, it's like, what's going on, guys? What's going on? I can see it. So I wanted to give you guys the heads up that there's something just not right, and it's just in time for the holidays. So tomorrow is the American Thanksgiving, from my understanding. And I want you guys to protect your energy and to watch your mouth. If you've got family sitting around the table, don't say something you can't take back. Because I'm telling you, under an energy like this, it'd be very easy to. Very, very easy. and then go, oh my God, what got into me? Or I don't know what that was all about. Well, let's avoid those family conundrums now and this weekend and over the holidays, over Christmas, because I'm telling you, something's just not right. For the people who can't see it coming or don't see it and are easily feeding into it, I just don't want to, just don't get caught into, don't get sucked into someone else's BS, right? It goes give and take. So don't get sucked into someone else's dramas this week, because it just, I'm seeing it with my own eyes going, what the heck's getting into people, you know, and the way they're talking to each other and stuff. We got to come from a place of love. And if it's hard for you right now, know who you are, stand in your light, get back to a space of love. We're here to make a difference, and a difference you shall make. Honestly, this is where we got to step up and step into our power and remind people what family should look like and should feel like. You know, I don't know. There's just some nasty energy, I think, that's going around out there. And where I felt it the most hit my body, because I was also paying attention. Even walking by people, I can feel their mood. If it's loud enough, if their mood is loud enough, you could feel it from half a room away, or a room away, you can. Anyways, it's in the heart. So a lot of people are carrying pain this season. And I also know that there's been quite a few deaths. It's like there's people getting called home. And that's the way we have to look at it. When they graduate and they make, you know, country-wise, I think so too. I do. I really do. But I think it's, why did it have to happen? You know, and why did some people choose that? I don't know. And why are some people okay and other people aren't? I don't know. You know, I think that we pre-write this stuff, a lot of it, and we know what we're here to do. So I think that the biggest thing is to stay in your own truth, and not, I guess, try and figure it out too much, why things are happening, and just have faith, to stay in a place of faith. Don't a lot of people leave at Christmas time? Yes, Karen, I saw that for myself, even working in hospice and working in the nursing homes. Yeah, a lot of people hang on for special occasions like weddings, births, holidays, birthdays, and then right after Christmas, they're out of here. They love seeing all the family come together, and then they decide, okay, I'm out of here. Hi, Kelly, great to see you on. Kathleen, thanks so much for reaching out to us and sharing such strange times. It is really strange times. And I think that the greatest thing that we can do is make choices from our heart, from a place of truth. You know, stay in our truth as much as we can, and stay in our kindness as much as we can, because there's a lot of people that are very much on edge. Awesomeness, you said I feel strange. So do I. Okay, so I did remote view it, but you guys are gonna think I'm crazy on what I saw. So it was like I hesitated to say it. But you know when you get that weird feeling in your stomach that something just isn't right, and I don't know, you know, the weirdness, the strange feeling. I have that too. But Tori, and I know this is sound really bizarre, and I don't even have a piece of paper and a pen to write down what I saw when I was remote viewing it. And I know that this is gonna sound really weird, but it looked like time was folding in on itself. You know when a curtain is folded. Well, it looked like that, only crystal clear. And I could see it folding in on itself. So there, I don't flip and have a clue what that means. Sometimes they show me stuff like that where it's like I meditate more and figure that out. But that's what I saw when I asked, what's going on? What's the strangeness that I'm picking up on? So is it something with our reality that's being messed with? Melissa, I work in the medical field, and the patients today were really rude, mean, short-tempered, extra spicy. It's timeline changes. It absolutely could be. It absolutely could be. I hope so. I hope so. Because all I know is that 2025 has been on my radar for the last 4 years, 5 years, 4 years. Since 2020, I'm like, when I feel the energy of 2025, that really doesn't feel good. So I'm just seeing what each day brings, and all I can do is try and give you guys a bit of a heads up now. Okay, so what does this mean? So what does this mean at the end of this day? At the end of the day, what can we do about it? We can sit and shit our pants about it and do nothing and sit in fear. No, carry on. Carry on. Go where God leads you. Do what has been put on your heart to do. And I mean that, even if it's just showing up at work in the best mood that you can, spreading kindness wherever you can. Do what's within your control. What's within you to shift, right? Can you help someone else in their time of need? Condensing before releasing our true power. Excellent way of looking at it. I love that. Karen, I don't have any gifts. Yes, you do, my dear. But I'm an empath. That is a gift. But I can feel if a person is real lately. And I think, Kathleen, spread love, absolutely. Here's the other thing. Okay, here's the other trippy kind of thing I gotta tell you. Everything I've prayed for has come to pass like that. Get on your knees, you guys. Actually, you don't even need to get on your knees. I say it when I'm walking, talking in the shower. I'm praying all the time. And it's the trippiest, coolest thing, literally. Everything that I've prayed for in the last, I've noticed, I pray all the time. But when something's like really, really, really on my heart to pray, it's almost like say it a few more times in my daily prayer, more than just once, And everything that I've really prayed for to happen, it's happened. So let's keep praying. Let's keep praying for a timeline shift in the right direction, that this world is safe and protected, that hatred, is eradicated from the hearts of the leaders and the minds of the people that are walking this earth. Like, it's bad out there. People are weird lately, really weird lately. And here's the other thing. If I've noticed a lot of people breaking up lately, and thinking of breaking up lately. I'm not one of them, thank God. But I've noticed it with clients and people around me. So when I look at it, it's like, no, you guys just need to work on things. I think that there's an energy that's really hitting people in the heart, hitting people in the gut, and messing with people's heads. So do a check before you make a massive decision over these next couple weeks. Really, really feel into it. Pray about it. Meditate about it. Don't make any rash decisions right now. And don't say things that you can't take back, It just feels like I should be warning you guys about that. Because I think that it'd be very easy to feed into this energy that's kind of coming in. So, Patty, I definitely feel like all of my relationships in my life are showing me what I need to heal within myself. Excellent. We are all mirrors. Honestly, we are. I feel like my anger is amplified and it's so easy to get and stay angry, choose love. It is. And that's what I mean. I've noticed a lot of really, really, really angry people. And it's it's just weird. So it's an energy. Anger is an energy. Think of it that way. And when it comes over you, step back into your now and do a check. What is creating this anger? Where is it coming from? Where are you feeling it in your body? Examine it so that you can finally let go of it. Feel it, examine it, and then be done with it. Say a prayer to release you from it if it's hard to let go of. But one of the biggest ways to heal anger is through forgiveness. And forgiveness is the only way that we can let go of it. It really, really is. Forgiveness isn't about necessarily letting the other person off the hook. It's about getting the piss and vinegar out of your body so you can feel peaceful again, right? Jessica, does it have to do with Mercury retrograde? It started a couple of days ago from November 25th to December 15th. It could. It could. I mean, it's energy, right? And I mean, some things are good, some things are bad. It's just, you know, I know a person who's like, oh, Mercury retrograde's not that bad. I'm like, no, all my lives tend to really not work during Mercury retrograde, and things do tend to kind of not, you know, move forward during Mercury retrograde. So I do notice that energy. But I think the most important thing is to just not feed into it, whatever it is. We can put a name to it, but at the end of the day, it's, can we check our attitudes? Can we check our energy and be responsible for what we're bringing to the table? Because another thing that I've noticed with people is a lack of accountability. People just don't want to take accountability for their actions. They're constantly projecting. So sit back and watch. You know, if you got to have family around your table this weekend or Christmas, become the observer. Don't feed into heavy energy if that's what's going on. Don't feed into the frenzy. Take constant breaks. I literally go outside for a breath when my house is full. I have to, or else it's too much for me. Anyways, I don't know. So just guard yourselves, you guys. Just be alert and don't feed into it. Be the peace. Be the peace that the situation needs. Somebody's got to do it, right? So, well, I love these reminders. Well, thank you. Spirit asked me to do that, so someone's gonna watch this and be like, yeah, gonna have the mother-in-law over this weekend. Yeah, you just never know who's watching these things. So, I'm glad that you jumped on with me, and thanks for listening to me babble on for 23 minutes. Do you guys want to see a little bit of the resort, or do you want me to keep talking? This is so what I need to hear and be reminded of. I feel like snapping today, but I bit my tongue. Don't let hurt feelings control you. Absolutely. No, don't. Because the worst is saying something you can't take back or doing something you can't undo. It's the broken plate theory, right? It'll never be mended the same. So, I appreciate you guys too. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you. Thanks for jumping on. Okay, so any questions? You guys want to see the ocean? I could carry you over to the ocean for a minute and go listen to the waves. I'm in Mexico. And I heard we got really dumped on. I'm just trying to think of which way to go. So I think there's a romantic dinner happening on the beach. Let's see if they're still there. Hang on. Aw, thanks, Patty. Oh, they're gone. Want to see? Okay, look, hold on. It's really pretty. Look, isn't that pretty? And we got the beach, or I mean the water right behind it. Huge snow in Calgary on Saturday. I heard it's supposed to be 5 degrees by the time I come back. Ooh, look, there's the stars. Isn't that pretty? People are out here eating when I started the live a bit ago. There's the ocean. I'll be quiet now so you can hear it. Oh, and there's Cozumel. That's Cozumel way over there. Where is everyone? Karen, I'm telling you, is dead out here. There's no one. Look. Like, I don't know. Oops, sorry, I dropped my speaker. I don't know. Like, either this is just that much of a low-key resort. I'm at the Hyatt Zilara. If anyone has stayed here before, I'm in the Mayan Riviera. You're having a fabulous time. Aw, thanks, Kelly. Patty, do you feel like nature reacts to the energy you're talking about? Oh, absolutely it does. And you know what, you guys? Geoengineering is a great way to wipe out a state. And I hate to say it, but I called that one at the beginning of the year. Actually, I started talking about that a couple of years ago. But I hate to say it, but I think we're going to see more of it. Mother Nature, it's like they're literally trying to control God. And that's the spiritual fight that we're in. Mother Nature is God. We are God. All of it is a part of God. And look at how controlled we are. I remote viewed the Earth, and all I saw was all these satellites. It's literally like she's in jail. It's like our planet is in a metal cage. Isn't that cute? And I think she's in the fight for her life. I really do. I think that there's a really sinister agenda to try and put God in its place, or to own God, or to own the world. I don't know. I just think that there's a lot more to this spiritual war than meets the eye. Ah, can you a tree even in winter? Of course you can. Of course you can. It's interesting you ask that. My friend Nick, who does the 9D breathwork classes in my studio, which is an amazing transformational, like, oh my God, 90-minute class. The 9D breathwork. I think he's actually having one this Saturday from 7 to 9:30 at my space. I'm on vacation, but he's still doing it. So if you're in Calgary, definitely join in. Anyways, he talked on his TikTok in a video about hugging the trees and how they must feel to feel human. Think of the energy that we receive when we are grounding and, tuning in to Mother Nature and receiving that energy off of a tree. What do they feel? Because they definitely respond to love and to loving vibrations. We know that. Look at the experiments. Even IKEA did it, and I thought it was brilliant. They made a commercial about it years ago where they took a plant and yelled at it, swore at it, treated it like crap, and then took another one, same plant, and loved it, told it kind words. And of course, the one that was spoken to kindly and loved on thrived, right? We all thrive in a loving environment. Everything is energy. So, yeah. Okay, what else to say? You're in beautiful Invermere right now. Oh, that's awesome. Cold. Awesome. How can we create a better timeline? Choices. It's all about choices and free will. That's the what exactly you are in control of is your choices, how you view things, right? We can be happy on death row. It's a choice. What are we looking forward to? How are we perceiving what we're grateful for? How do we create a better timeline? By showing up every day. Because even if you make the difference in one person's life, that's a whole world. It really is, because that person could go home, spread that love to their child or their family, make a difference in the child's day. So they go to school in a way where maybe they're not the bully of the day that day. Do you see what I'm saying? It's all connected, all of it. And I'm telling you, I mean it when I say your best day couldn't have happened without your worst. It's all connected. Had any moment in time been different, you wouldn't be exactly where you are today, right? So it's our choices. Make better choices. Show up. How do you make better choices? Make choices that align with your truth. That's how we make better choices. Okay, let me sit down. We'll sit under this beautiful little thing that's obviously just for us. Okay, what else can I answer here? I wonder if the weather control is what happened where the cities have disappeared and passed. Oh, maybe. Not to be a downer, but I'm currently experiencing my third miscarriage. My question is there a spiritual reason aspect why this happens? Absolutely, absolutely. It is literally all about divine timing, right down to the very first breath a child makes. Think of astrology, for example, and how intricately woven an astrological chart is. Think about the choices we make to meet a person, to have a child with someone, all of that. Yes, we have choice, but then there's still the master's choice. There's still God's will, right? And sometimes we can't push past that. So it absolutely will happen, but in God's time. So literally put it in God's hands. Say a prayer and say, I know, I trust. What if those other miscarriages were because that child wasn't perfect for this timeline at this time in that body, right? So this is where you have to have faith and trust that when the soul is perfect for the body, it will happen. That soul will come in and take form. You can't be here if you're not supposed to. And you can't get pregnant if you're not supposed to, right? So it's all about divine timing, but I'm telling you, it'll happen. It's just leave it up to the higher powers, divine timeline. Because this world might not be ready for that soul yet. But it might be in a few more months or in a year from now. Have faith that it will happen, because I'm telling you it will. It's just a matter of time. Hi Patricia, not sure if you heard of that woman, Hannah Kobashi, that went missing at LAX airport. Was wondering if you built into that one. No, I haven't heard anything. I'm so far from reality. I'm sitting on a beach in Mexico. No, I haven't been contacted about it or anything. I've been checking my emails, but not. I'm going to be honest, not replying to anyone. If I have been checking my emails and I haven't seen anything come through with it. Lola, is it true that we merged with another universe the past few weeks? I don't know. I saw pages folding in on itself, or almost like a curtain, but it wasn't a curtain. It looked clear, see-through, shiny and clear, see-through. I don't know. So that's definitely an interesting question when I saw what I saw. Aw, where should I feel? Our emotions and heart are so open to what will come soon. And we are releasing what no longer serves us. Yes, that's very, very true. I do to help on learning to remote view. Shannon, I do teach it. I'm taking teaching level 2 in, I think, January or February in the new year. I think you've taken my remote viewing before. It's literally practice makes perfect, honest to God. It really does. It's learning the language and then practicing and practicing it so that you understand what spirit is saying to you and how it speaks. Because if it's like anything, if you practice it enough, it just naturally starts to come. But it's building the understanding of what it's almost like what your imagination is telling you, but you know it's not your imagination. And that's the hard part, is learning how to decipher what's your imagination and what's remote viewing. That comes with practice. It really does. Is there a soul group tribe in Calgary where we can chat and share? Good question. Maybe we should create one. My studio anytime. Linda. So if my throat hurts, does that mean I'm not speaking my truth? I also wish and said a prayer on my creek. Yes. It very well could be. Very, very well could be. If you're having issues with your throat and having issues not speaking your truth, it very well could be. It usually is. It's your body's way of showing you what's out of alignment, right? It weakens. If you think about it, when we're speaking our truth, when we're standing in our truth, it strengthens our body. So of course it's going to strengthen everything, including our immune system, right? So it would make sense that the flip side would happen too, where if we're not speaking our truth, it weakens us. Think about muscle testing, right? Marcus, I was in Cancun in October, the hotel zone. I learned about you through my friend Elena, the Star Traveler. Aw, very cool. Thanks for letting me know that. My ADHD gets me on focusing. I know, it's hard to turn the brain off. It is. But I promise you eventually do a difference. I'd like to find a group like that too here in Calgary. Come to my classes, you guys. Come meditate with me. What do you guys need? Talk to me. If a new class, a new get together, a new out. Literally, my life is I go to work and then I do classes. I go to work. My friends are the people who I meet at my classes. That's my hangout. On weekends, I'm usually at home with my family. So come join. All we got to do is create it. If no one else is doing it, that's actually how my retreat started too. Nobody was doing it. I really wanted to go to a retreat where I could get away and learn this stuff and talk about it with like-minded individuals and really, and nobody was doing it. So I was like, I guess it's high time I created it then. So, and the rest is history. Love your meditations. Haven't been able to make one in person in the classes yet. Oh, come. My studio's pretty awesome. I gotta say, I really love the online ones, but it definitely to be there in person and I don't know. I've got the grid around the room. I've got my grid on the wall, my hall of photonic healing. It's next level. Come to this. Do you know about Chris Langland, the highest IQ in the USA? I feel like he's a star. I have no idea who that is. I feel so out of touch. But that's the cool thing, is that I'm so free. because I don't know about other people's lives. So therefore I never worry about other people. It's liberating. I love it. I read books, I meditate, I listen to uplifting music. I don't listen to the radio anymore. I'm kind of in a bubble. I don't really know what's going on in the world. It's terrible. But I gotta say, I love life. I'm happy, happier than carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. So I don't know. Maybe we all need to turn the TV off for a little bit. Can you record your singing bowl and painting classes? Okay, so here's the problem. The singing bowl classes, it cuts the sound out and sounds really weird. Like if I try to do it live, and I don't know how to avoid that. Same thing with the reason why my sound or my music sounds so crappy with my online meditations is because I'm feeding it wrong, because if I feed it through Zoom, the music cuts out every time I try and talk. So the only way I could do it was through an external, I know this is sound ridiculous, but an external mic is listening to the music coming out of my computer and then feeding it back in. It's ridiculous. So if anybody has any advice on sound, this girl needs it. But for now, I got it rigged. Seems to be working. You hear the music, it's working. But yeah, it would be better if the music was better. Okay, it's getting late, and I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I just thought I'd jump on and let you guys know what was going on, what I'm feeling. And I know a few of you guys said you felt it too, so just, shields up, head up, and be on the lookout for any sort of drama and attacks. Just don't feed into it, and if you can bring peace instead of feeding into it and be the bigger person that is the voice of reason, be that voice of reason instead of shouting back. So, mwah. I love you guys. There's the ocean. There's the ocean. I should show you during the day. But, okay, guys. I love you. I'll see you on the next one. I might pop on again. We'll see. Take care, guys. Bye for now.